Hi, this is Scott with the Ramsey Canyon Inn, and today we're releasing video number 6 in our ongoing series exclusively through Cool FM. If you've been following our ongoing series, you're probably familiar with the lack of credibility that exists within the people that the Herald Review and certain Cochise County officials have chosen to put their faith in. The following clips are an arrangement from just a couple of incidences in which represent a very small percentage of the total recorded conversations that we have that represent the foundation of the way that I'm portrayed to government officials and to quote unquote journalists who are and have been reporting on this ongoing civil matter.
Intimidating because he's a fucking piece of shit and he thinks
because he's stalking that he is border patrol. We all know that he conceal carries. It's continuing to stalk me. Okay.
We're being harassed by our neighbor.
He's there.
Stalking me. Intimidating us. He's stalking us. We know he's armed. He constantly carries as a border patrol agent.
He's a well-trained federal official. He uses that against all of us.
I'm honestly fearful of him because he is very intimidating.
No, he conceal carries, as he does this to everybody to try to threaten them.
You know, this guy is harassing us and he's videotaping us.
Just feels the need to stalk us like a psycho.
On the road, we are fearful of this person. So he's
we
a
know.
liar.
I'm afraid of this guy.
Okay.
He's dangerous.
Then he decided to take it upon himself and play vigilante and part. He's an idiot.
We don't use a stalker, but
We think he's dangerous. We're afraid of him. Yeah. He intimidates the neighbors. He's already taken 2 of my neighbors to court.
nobody feels safe. And it's just what we
He
heard.
lies.
Because of the length of time it gets to have public records requests fulfilled, there was a gap of knowledge in understanding the gravity of our situation and the reality of the things being said about us to government and to journalists. And it's eye-opening and awakening to understand when you have somebody working actively to hurt you and to destroy the things that you've built. And it took a long time to get access to this information to fully wrap our heads around what was really going on. We have been patiently waiting our opportunity with the county related issues to have our day in court, so to speak. And still, after a year and a few days of the initial process starting with the county issues, we still have not yet had that opportunity. Regarding the personal civil matters between us and the voices that you heard from those clips, we have had our due process from that side. And the end result is that we currently have orders of protection that prevent them from making any contact from us and coming near us physically because of the documented issues that were proven in court through testimony, through evidence. Conversely, we were taken to court for a retaliatory similar injunction. And after hours of listening to these folks defame us and lie about us and present their side of the story, the judge in that case literally dismissed the case prior to the plaintiff even resting, and us as the defendant in that case never even had the opportunity to present the mountain of evidence we had to dispute all of their false claims. So think about a scenario where there is due process and 2 sides come into a courtroom with an objective judge who listens to testimony, listens to evidence, and only after hearing the side of the alleging party does he throw a case out because their claims are so uncredible that he literally doesn't even have to hear the defense in order to realize that the claims made are fraudulent. And here enters the Herald Review and a few select county bureaucrats who have put all their faith and trust in these very uncredible people and their fictitious stories. It's relying on the testimony of these people that has led to the following type of reporting from quote unquote journalists.
And Scott Kepner's claim has always been, I already have a permit. It's from 1992, and this lets me do whatever I want, and that's not true.
It would seem like a reasonable person might look at that and just read it, not knowing it. They say, well, if they tell them to get these permits, it seems like getting sued and going and being shut down and getting cease and desist orders is a lot more trouble than going to get the permits.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not to mention the legal bills.
Right.
He's going to incur.
And the bad reputation.
And the bad reputation. So it's kind of like, why? Okay, I guess the question is not that you can get inside anyone's mind to know why, but what would be a reason that he wouldn't just try to go through the process?
I don't understand what the reason is. I mean, I've heard many different explanations over the months. He's in law enforcement, as you know, and his wife is retired law enforcement. His father-in-law is retired law enforcement, and they've been here many years. I don't know if they think they can get away with it. I just don't know what they're thinking.
Makes you wonder, where did they hear that theory from? To date, the Herald has done an 8-article series about pending litigation that has yet to have a single day of due process. And after their first article containing lies and gossip and the testimony of the very people that you've now seen through our series, we wrote them a detailed letter outlining all the things that they got wrong and asking them to just treat us fairly and give us our day in court. And they refuse to do that, and they continue to promote false narratives and one-sided, quote-unquote, journalism.